welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be talking about Disney World's, specifically Disney World's Fast Pass Plus system. Now in all the other parks around the world they do have fast passes. They just work differently. They are paper based, or over in Disneyland they have introduced the Max Pass system. I haven't done that. I go to Disney World a lot, so this is specifically for Disney World, so just please keep that in mind. If you're not going to Disney World, this video is probably not going to be helpful to you, but if you just want to find out about how Fast Pass works at Disney World, then stay tuned and keep watching. So when you go to Disney World, there's a whole different language of words being spoken that you don't quite understand, and Fast Pass is one of them. So what is a Fast Pass? A Fast Pass allows you to pretty much skip the regular queue. You will book in an hour time slot, so say between 10 AM and 11 AM, to go on Peter Pan's flight. And that means in between that hour time slot, you get to wait in a shorter queue. Majority of the time you're looking at about 10-15 minutes wait. Sometimes on more popular rides it could be a little bit longer, but most of the time it's pretty much like almost a walk on. Like I said, there's a really short wait you have to wait when you have a Fast Pass. So what does a Fast Pass do? It allows you to save a whole lot of time. A lot of people don't like Disney World's Fast Pass system because you do have to book really far in advance, and I guess because they allow so many people to get Fast Passes, this probably means the regular queue actually is queued up longer than what it would be if Fast Passes weren't available, if that makes sense. But Fast Passes are available and you should definitely be using them. So, as I said, what is a Fast Pass? It allows you to skip the queue. It allows you that time slot to go on that ride, and that is when you get on, you go past the regular queue. There's a whole other line that you walk down, and that is the queue you go into. Now, Fast Pass, how much is it? It is free. Free. 100% free. You just need a valid theme park admission ticket for that day, and it is free. You do not pay any extra to use Disney World's Fast Pass Plus system. Unlike Max Pass over in Disneyland, which I do believe you can get added into your ticket now. I think there are some tickets you can buy where Max Pass is included, but apart from that, you do have to pay for that. Not the Fast Pass Plus system at Disney World. That is really hard to say. So you also get 3 Disney Fast Passes a day that you can book in advance. You can get more than 3, I'll explain that later, but you can get 3 Disney Fast Passes a day. So remember, they're free. You can get 3 and they're definitely worthwhile booking. And you book it so you can skip the queue. That is pretty much the whole purpose of Fast Pass. It is amazing, and I'm going to tell you why it is amazing. You're probably wondering, okay, so you've told me these things are free, how do I book them? Well, first you need that valid theme park admission, so you need your Disney tickets, and you need them linked, so you need to have added them to your My Disney Experience account. You can either do this on your computer, so like on a computer like this, or on your phone. So on your phone you can download the My Disney Experience app. You want to make sure when you buy your tickets you link them in this account. So it's an account that you create for you. So if you're going, say your husband is going and your 2 kids are going, you need 4 My Disney Experience accounts. Obviously the kids aren't going to run their own account, you are as the parent, but you still need to make them an account. Why you need to do this is because you need to book that Fast Pass for all 4 of you. If you book one reservation, like I book a reservation on my phone in My Disney Experience account, that only means I get that Fast Pass. So this means once you've made one for your husband and your 2 kids, you will need to become friends and family in My Disney Experience. It's really easy. There's a section on your My Disney Experience account, whether it be on your computer or on your phone, and you just add family members or friends. What this means is once you've added them and you guys are now friends on My Disney Experience, it's almost like becoming friends on Facebook. You accept each other and now you're friends. This means you can book Fast Passes for those people as well. So when you're booking your trip for you and your family, you can book for you can book for your husband and your 2 kids, all at once, and then in their accounts they will also see that fast pass that you booked. I hope that makes sense. So pretty much you need a valid theme park admission. If you're getting fast passes for more than just yourself, you need to be friends and or family. That's what it's called in the account. It's called friends, family. You need to be friends or family with those people, so you can book their fast passes for them, and so you're all together. So definitely make sure you become friends and family with everyone in your travel party, because it's just going to save you a lot of hassle when you're all just together, and you can easily just make those fast pass reservations. So as I mentioned the My Disney Experience account. That is how you book your fast passes. So unlike Disneylands around the world where it's a paper-based system, it's got to be there on the day, you go get a paper ticket, tells you when to come back. You do this on your computer or on your phone, the My Disney Experience account, and you do your fast pass bookings through there. When you have your valid theme park admission applied, or if you have a resort reservation, it will recognize when you're a certain amount of days out, and you can start making valid fast passes for those days. So that's all you need. You just need a computer, you need a phone. Definitely download the My Disney Experience account on your phone. Although I don't use it in the beginning to book my fast passes, I use it a lot when I'm in the parks. Disney World has a great Wi-Fi system, and you're gonna wanna use it in the parks in case you wanna change fast passes or you wanna see what else is available. So you still need it on your phone. I predominantly use my computer to book in the first instance, but that is how you book your fast passes. You do it all through the My Disney Experience account, all through your My Disney Experience account, whether it be on your computer or, as I said, on your phone. So next, when can you book these fast passes, which sound really amazing? It's free. Gets me to like the front of the queue a lot quicker. It could be a 120-minute wait on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and you're only gonna wait 15 with your fast pass, so they're definitely useful. So when can I book these magical things? Well, if you are staying on Disney property, you can book 60 days out from when your reservation starts. So you can then book 60 days from that day one of your reservation. But because you're staying on property, you can book for the entire length of your reservation. Most people coming from Australia or the UK, you know, we are staying for like 2 weeks. A lot of us are. So that means on that 60 days from when you first check in, you can actually book your entire 2 week stay if you're staying for 2 weeks. So that is a big plus with being able to stay on property, is you get access to fast passes first. And trust me, when I say they go, the popular ones will go. They will be gone. So that is a massive plus. As for people who don't stay on property, you can book it 30 days out from when you go. And I think you have to do it day by day. So if you're going to Magic Kingdom, like 30 days out from when you go to Magic Kingdom, 30 days out from when you go into Epcot, you know what I mean? Like that. It's one of the downsides of not staying on Disney property, and it does open you up. So 30 days is open to anybody. Obviously, a lot of people who live there, the locals, can start booking from 30 days out. It's only if you have that Disney Resort reservation, you get the 60-day window. Otherwise, everyone else, you can do it 30 days out. You can book from 7 AM Eastern Standard Time in America. For us Australians, because I know I'm mainly talking to the Australian audience out there in the world. I know for Brisbane time, it's roughly around 8 PM. Might change if there's daylight savings or whatnot, so just keep an eye out. Use Google, you can figure out the time difference, but it's normally around 8 PM for us here in Australia. And I know in the UK, if I have any UK watchers, I think it's around midday for you guys. But yeah, just double check. Obviously, if there's daylight savings and all that sort of stuff, you're gonna have an hour difference sometimes. So yes, double check that, but predominantly, they're the times. For me, it's usually always around 8 PM, so yeah. There's that. So 7 AM Eastern Standard Time. So 7 AM EST. Google that against your time and you'll be able to see what time that is in your time zone and what time you might need to wake up, or make sure you're online to get these fast passes at the 60-day mark or at the 30-day mark. So yeah, I've mentioned what is a fast pass, how do you book a fast pass, and when can you book a fast pass, but you probably don't understand, like, how do you use a fast pass? Well, if you are staying on Disney property, you're gonna get one of these babies. So yeah, yours probably won't look quite like this because mine does have a decal on top of it, but this is a Disney Magic Band. If you're staying at a Disney World resort, you get one of these babies for free. It's included with this day. This is how you will get on to your fast pass rides. You will walk up, say I'm walking up to Space Mountain. I notice there's a fast pass queue and a standby queue. I'm going to the fast pass queue because I have a fast pass for now. And then you literally scan this against the Mickey. So you go Mickey, little Mickey in front, Mickey to Mickey on the stand that's there, and it will flash green, and that means that, yeah, you have a fast pass. And if it doesn't flash green, you either don't have a fast pass or you got the time wrong. One or the other. But yeah, use this, Mickey to Mickey, you get in. If you don't have this, you're going to use your ticket. So a lot of people who don't have fast passes, you get given a ticket, and that is what you use to hold up against that same Mickey. Has a little Mickey on the stand. You'll hold it up against there and bling, it'll go green for you as well, and that is how you get on. Of course, if you're not staying on property, you can still buy Disney Magic Bands. I do sort of recommend them. It's a lot easier than getting a ticket out all the time, but if you're used to the ticket way, keep doing that. You do you. But Magic Bands are great. So that is how you use your fast pass. Everything is sort of on this little thing, and you can see exactly what you have coming up on your My Disney Experience app. You can see what fast passes you have already booked. So there's that. So you're now 60 days out, let's say, from your Disney World holiday, which is amazing. I'm going with 60 days out because I've never not stayed on Disney property using the Fast Pass Plus system. So for me, it's always 60 days out. So now you need to start thinking about your strategy. And I know Disney World can be confusing. There is a lot of planning that sort of needs to go in place, but it's like you do the planning now, and then when you're there on the day, it's not stressful because you already have your fast passes booked. You hopefully already have your dining reservations booked as well, because you could do that at the 180-day mark. And it's just like everything's there for you. You were just there to relax, take it all in. You don't have to worry about, you know, running to somewhere to go get a fast pass, because you already have all your fast passes on your My Disney Experience account. It is done. So I know it's a pain and it's annoying having to do all this planning, but it's so worth it when you get there, and like everything's just done for you. You don't have to worry anymore. And that is what I really like about Disney World's Fast Pass Plus system. So fast passes, they work differently in each park. Now, every park but Magic Kingdom has a tier system. I'm not going to rattle them off for you because they are currently going through periods of change, as in the rides that are in tier 1 or tier 2 are changing a little bit in parks, especially because Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is opening soon. Hollywood Studios is a bit all over the place. Epcot's a bit standard now, and so is Animal Kingdom, but it could change, so I don't want to tell you what's in tier 1 now, because that could be different. So definitely go look it up, or when you're actually doing your bookings on your desktop or on your phone, it's going to tell you what's tier 1 and what is tier 2. What does this mean? With this tier system, as I mentioned before, you can get 3 fast passes. If it's a tier system, you can only do 1 in tier 1, and you can do 2, my fingers are not going the way I want them to, 2 in the tier 2. So I know for a fact in Animal Kingdom, tier 1 are both the Pandora rides. They're Avatar Land rides. So you can only pick 1. I'm fairly sure it's just those 2. Now I'm starting to second guess myself. But you can only pick 1 of those, and then you pick 2 other ones from anywhere else that's on the tier 2 system. So these parks are a little bit harder to strategize. Personally, Epcot and Hollywood Studios fast passes are not worth it for me. At the moment, you've got tier 1 is sitting pretty much all the rides, and you can only pick 1, and tier 2 is all the shows, which personally, I don't really think you need a fast pass for the shows. That's just me personally. So I don't really get fast passes much in Hollywood Studios. Like if I was staying in 2 weeks, I might get 1 day of fast passes at Hollywood Studios, maybe not even. Same with Epcot. All the good rides are in tier 1. You can only pick 1. And then all the rides that are pretty much walk on, pretty much, there are some that aren't, but all the rides that are pretty much walk on are in tier 2, and you're like, I don't even need a fast pass for this. The standby queue is walking faster than I am. This is where you have these issues. But Animal Kingdom, actually, it's still good. Like the tier system is still sort of good there. But that is something to consider. There is a tier system. I'm not a big fan of it. I get why they have a tier system, so everybody doesn't just book those big ticket rides that everyone loves, but it does sort of ruin getting faster. It makes it hard. Like I know for a fact for me and my sister, when we go to Epcot, we're like, oh yeah, we've got to pick Soarin' or Test Track or the Frozen ride, because that's all the top ones in the 1 tier. And we go, okay, let's do Soarin'. And then it's like, okay, so what are we gonna do? Like Finding Nemo, that's a walk on. Spaceship Earth, that's probably a walk on. Figment, that's probably a walk on. Like, you see what I mean? We have to pick fast passes from these other rides that we know are walk on, so it does feel like you're wasting a fast pass, unfortunately, but that's just the way it goes. Hey, if you're still skipping a queue, you're skipping a queue, so that's how you gotta go. In Magic Kingdom, there is no tier system. It's just amazing. It's just pick any ride. Pick 3 rides and go for broke. So if you want to pick all the mountains, so Space, Splash, or Big Thunder, you can do that. I have done that. I've picked all the mountains in one go. So Magic Kingdom is the best use of a fast pass, like of the fast passes, in my opinion, when you're pre-booking 60 days out, because there is currently, as I'm filming this video in August 2019, there is currently no tier system at that park. Me and my sister will then look at the crowd calendar. How I do this is I actually subscribe to Touring Plans. So if you just Google touringplans.com, they're this great website who have been just like researching the crowd levels, the wait times of all rides and everything to do with Disney World. I think they also do Disneyland and whatnot, but I think they predominantly start in Disney World. And anyway, the amount of data they have is just unreal, and I find that their crowd calendars are usually pretty spot on. Of course, they can't guess when random things are gonna happen, and you know, it might influx that day, but I say it's pretty spot on. So I use crowd calendars to figure out what parks I'm gonna go to on what day. Now, guaranteed, there are extra magic hours at a theme park. That is gonna be the busiest park of the day. So, for example, let's say there are morning extra magic hours at Animal Kingdom. That is going to be the busiest park of the day, always. Every time you look on a crowd calendar, the one that has extra magic hours is going to be your busiest park. Does that mean you shouldn't go there? No, you should still 100% go there. If you're staying on property and you can get into extra magic hours, still go there. But this is how I'll do it while I'm figuring out my fast passes. So I know I've got an hour at Animal Kingdom in the morning, extra magic hours are open. So I'll go to Animal Kingdom. I then may or may not book fast passes for Animal Kingdom after that extra magic hour time slot. But I may also choose to park hop, and instead of doing all my fast passes at Animal Kingdom, because I know it's really busy, I might go to Hollywood Studios because it's not going to be as busy, and I personally don't like big crowds. I know big crowd means, generally that means it's going to be less of a wait anyway, but it also means there might not be as many competing for fast passes when you're booking them, because other people are choosing to go to the parks where the extra magic hours are and using their fast passes there, if you get what I mean. So like if you're really trying to get on Slinky Dog, and Animal Kingdom's definitely probably going to be the busiest park that day, you might have more of a chance of getting that fast pass for Slinky Dog, which is a popular fast pass to get right now. So that's just how we work it. Everybody does it differently, but we never miss out on extra magic hours. Same with like nighttime extra magic hours. Say Magic Kingdom has extra magic hours at night. We might use our 3 fast passes that morning in Epcot, because we know Magic Kingdom's gonna be really packed. And then in the afternoon, we'll eventually go to Magic Kingdom and maybe get more fast passes. I'll explain that in the tips. And yeah, and then go to extra magic hours. So don't miss extra magic hours, but what I'm trying to tell you is maybe don't book your fast passes in parks that have extra magic hours, because they're probably going to be busier for that day. And if you want to go to a park that's quieter, just don't pick those parks, because they're going to be the busiest. Always, guaranteed. The ones with extra magic hours are the busiest. So, tips. You have got, congratulations, 60 days out, you got your 3 fast passes for, say, Magic Kingdom. Note, Ali has not yet mentioned that when you book your 3 fast passes, you can only book 3 for the one park. Got that? 3 for the one park. So if you do 3, they have to be 3 at Epcot, 3 at Magic Kingdom, 3 at Hollywood Studios. You get what I mean? You can only book 3 a day for the one park. I even have it written down in which order I was going to say this in, and I'm just still all over the place. So let's go on for another handy dandy example. With that example I said before, there's extra magic hours on at Magic Kingdom that night, so I know I'm going to go to Magic Kingdom that night. But I book fast passes 60 days in advance for Epcot. I have now used my 3 fast passes for Epcot. Legitimately, this is me. Say my last fast pass in this Epcot park is Spaceship Earth at like midday. So I go on and I bleep. I scan that first bleeper for my fast pass. Ali then goes on her My Disney Experience account while walking in the queue after I've just bleeped my last fast pass, and I start looking for more fast passes. So I could start looking for fast passes in Epcot, or because I know I'm going to Magic Kingdom tonight because I want to be there for extra magic hours, I might go looking for fast passes at Magic Kingdom. My sister and I did this once, literally had Epcot in the morning, went to Magic Kingdom at night. We got 5 extra like fast passes in Magic Kingdom, and every queue in Magic Kingdom, even those rides that are normally like a walk on or a 10 or 15 minute wait, every ride was over 30-minute waits. There was still a ton of fast passes because people weren't realizing once you use your 3 for the day that you already pre-booked 60 days ago or 30 days ago, you can get more being 1 at a time. So now I've just booked my fast pass in Spaceship Earth queue for Magic Kingdom. That afternoon, go to Magic Kingdom. Let's say I got it for Winnie the Pooh. I scan onto Winnie the Pooh, bling, makes like a bling sound. I am then searching for my next fast pass in Magic Kingdom because I'm staying there that night. So I'm gonna keep looking in Magic Kingdom. You can look in any park. It doesn't have to be in that one park that you booked those 3 fast passes in. Once you use those 3, you can go any park, but then you can only do 1 at a time. So you need to bleep on, do that fast pass, not necessarily ride the ride, but bleep on, and then you can look for your next fast pass. This is how you beat the system a bit. This is a really great tip, and I don't think a lot of people realize that you can do this. And part of me is like, I don't want to share it because it's a really great system and it works for me. But I'm being really nice, guys, and I'm letting you know that this is how you can get more fast passes in a day. Because a lot of people don't realize that you can do this, that you can get more. Once you've used your 3 that you pre-booked, you can go get more, and you can get more in different parks. It doesn't have to be that same park. Me and my sister or my family, we're really big on park hopping. We don't enjoy spending the whole day in the one park. We also enjoy going back to our resort, going for a swim, etc. So we park hop a lot. So it's great. Use your 3 fast passes in that park that you got, and then keep getting more in the next park you're going to go to that night. It is a great system. I stick by it. And I advise everybody to try and do it because it is so worth it. Skipping the queue, any queue, is worth it. You're saving yourself so much time, and this is one of my favorite things about the Fast Pass Plus system because you can just do it all from your phone. You don't need to go to a kiosk or to the ride or whatever. It's just fantastic. So another tip, because me and my sister enjoy, I say me and my sister a lot, me and my sister are usually the ones that travel to Disney World together. Because we enjoy doing this, we enjoy getting more fast passes. We then try and book at the 60-day mark or at the 30-day mark all of our 3 fast passes for that park that we're going to that morning in the morning. Because the way we look at it is if you get all your fast passes out of the way as fast as possible, and then you can start booking more, you want to make sure you have all morning fast passes. Of course, sometimes this is really difficult. If you're going for a Flight of Passage fast pass and out of the whole 2 weeks you're staying there, the only time you can get is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, take it. Don't not take it, like take it. Trust me, that's gonna be really hard to get. So for those hard ones, take what you can get, but still try and get it as early as possible for the reason that you can then go and book more after you've used those 3. So yeah, this is definitely something that we always do. Like I said, don't really want to share it with you all, but I'm being nice, okay? I'm letting you all know how we get more fast passes than 3, because little old me in 2012 and 2016 didn't realize you could do this. So it's pretty much using the system to the best of your advantage, and it works. You can modify your fast pass reservation. So say we've got our 3 fast passes for Animal Kingdom that morning, and once I beep onto my first one, I can then go look at my second one and I can see if there's an earlier time I can get in. Because what Fast Pass does is it doesn't allow you to overlap times. So you can't have a Fast Pass at 9, 9:30 and 10 because they go for hour-long time slots. So you're always gonna have like 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. That's the dream. That's the dream, to get those 3 hours all fast passes. So what you can do is once you actually scan onto your first fast pass at that 9 AM time slot, for your second one, you can actually go in, hit modify, and see if you can get an earlier time. Because you've already scanned onto that first fast pass, you've used it, right? So now at 9:30, it will allow you to get another fast pass. Like you can move that other fast pass that you had maybe to 9:30 or maybe the third one to 9:30. So then you can get them all done in a shorter amount of time instead of having to wait the 3-hour time span. I hope this makes sense. So yeah, you can do that as well. Now, when I say you can get more fast passes later in the day, please do not expect those popular rides like Flight of Passage, like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Peter Pan's Flight to be available, because that is highly unlikely. You're just gonna probably get fast passes for a lot of the other rides, but hey, it's still better than waiting in the queue, right? So always got to consider these things, but I don't want to get your hopes up thinking that, hey, if you don't get that fast Flight of Passage, don't worry about it. Once you use your 3, you're gonna get one. No, you're probably not. It's highly unlikely you're gonna get one, but still look on the app, because you never know. People are cancelling their fast passes on the day, and you could just be there lucky at that time. Someone's cancelled a Flight of Passage fast pass, and that's the time you've looked, and there's fast passes available. Take them. That happens. It's rare, but it happens. Pretty much what I'm saying to you is keep an eye out on the app, but don't live on the app. You know, enjoy your holiday. But in those times when you just wait in the queue doing nothing anyway, look at the app, because you could find some stuff in there that's going to be very helpful. Another tip, because I'm coming on with the tips here. Another tip is if you are early or late to your fast pass. Now, I would never advise being early. If your fast pass is 10 o'clock, please just get there at 10 o'clock. They tend to not like you on any earlier, because obviously they have a certain amount of people per time slot, and I guess you could cause the queue to get a little bit longer, the fast pass queue to get a little bit longer than what it needs to be because you've arrived early. In saying that though, they will let you on 5 minutes before your time starts. So if it's 10 o'clock, they will let you on at 9:55. But I wouldn't recommend it. As for as well, if you're late, I believe it is 10 minutes, it could be 15. So say your fast pass goes from 10 to 11 and you rock up at 11:05. Don't worry, they will still let you on. You were still in that 10-minute gap after that time that you had. They will let you on. Another tip when booking your fast passes, so this is at the 60-day window or the 30-day window. For those of us, Australians, UK people, maybe even some Americans who are lucky enough to stay for like 2 weeks, try and get your second week or your third, you know, whatever, however long, try and get your fast passes at the end of your stay first, because you're more likely to get those hard to get fast passes then, because not as many people have had the opportunity to book that far. Do you get what I mean? It's like the people who could book the day before you for 2 weeks couldn't book that last day that you can book. Do you get what I mean? Try and book those ones first, because you're more likely to see the Flight of Passages, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, the Peter Pan's Flight. You're more likely to see those in the second week than you are in your first week. So yeah, that's just another thing we do for those really big ticket items that you definitely want a fast pass for. Do the second week first, second week of your stay first, or pretty much do the last lot of the days you're staying first and then work your way back, because those fast passes at the start of your trip are the big rides are probably already gone. I'm sorry to cut it to you, they're probably gone. This is why I don't know how people who like don't stay on property and have the 30-day mark, I don't know how they get some fast passes. Like I just don't, because they're gone for me. They're gone for me, and I'm booking 60 days out. So woo. Couldn't imagine. Next, I do not believe fast passes are worth it for any sort of nighttime shows, whether that be Fantasmic or Rivers of Light or Happily Ever After, or it's about to change names at Epcot, but it's currently Illuminations, but it's about to change, I think, to Epcot Forever for a year. Look at that from memory. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it really booking the fast pass for these. At Fantasmic, for example, the people who book dining reservations actually get prime spot, not fast pass viewers. Fast pass viewers, the fast pass people who booked a fast pass for Fantasmic. So you're better off doing that dining reservation than you are getting a fast pass for it. Like I said, use your fast passes earlier in the day. There's another downside, is if you book the nighttime show fast pass, your last fast pass is going to be late at night. You then don't have that opportunity to go get more for the day, because your third fast pass for the day that you booked all that way in advance on your phone or your computer, it's last. So you can't book another one after it, you know? So yeah, I honestly don't think they're worth it. Same with Epcot. Epcot is around a giant lake. And like, maybe if you were filming it, I think the fast pass reservation area is a really nice location for filming. But if you're just watching, it's not worth it. It's not like you get seats or anything. It's not like this amazing seated area. Like, you still have to stand like everyone else. You just get a area that you can stand in. Same with Happily Ever After. I think you get the grass hubs because the people who are doing the dessert reservation get a better location. But if you just have fast pass reservations for Happily Ever After, you're just in like the hub. Guess what? I can stand in front of you while you're in that hub, and I can stand in front of you on the outside. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really think they're worth it. I did it on my first trip, and then I realized that it wasn't a good use of a fast pass. So unless, like, hey, if they work for you, they work for you. This is just my personal opinion. I don't think they work for me, and I like being able to book more than that 3 a day once I'm in the park. So you can't do that when your last fast pass is like when the park's closing, because that's when the show starts. So that is pretty much all I have to say about the Fast Pass Plus system. I'm a bit all over the place. I try to have a system. Look, I had it written down with dot points and in what order I should say things, and I still screwed up. So let's just summarize. Fast passes are free. You have to have a valid theme park admission at 60 days or 30 days in advance, depending if you're on property 60 days, off property 30 days. You can book 3 fast passes for 1 theme park that far in advance. You want to be linked with friends and family, so you can book everybody in your group all at the same time. Trust me, you want to do everyone at the same time, because it's going to be too hard otherwise. And also it opens up at 7 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time in Orlando. 7 a.m. is when fast pass reservations can be made, and that's when you want to start booking from. So it's 8 p.m. Brisbane time in Australia. And that's me summarizing fast passes and my tips and my strategy, and that is how we do fast passes. You might do fast passes differently. This is just strictly my opinion. This is what we do. This is how it works for us. And yeah, you could do something completely different, and that is okay, because as long as it works for you, that is fine. But this is for those people who have no idea. They probably think I'm speaking a different language when I mention the word fast pass. This is for you guys. Maybe this will help. I hope these tips do help you. I hope you can now relax a little bit about booking your fast passes. It is intense, but don't get upset if you don't get those big rides, like I said, like Flight of Passage or anything. Don't make it ruin your holiday because you didn't get that fast pass. Like I said, keep checking on the day. You might be able to get fast passes before. Actually, keep checking for those whole 60 days if you're staying on property. One might pop up and you can switch it in and out, or use your extra magic hours if you're staying on property, because the queue's not as long for those bigger rides that are hard to get fast passes for. So it is stressful, but in the end, it all works out okay. It happens. And the way me and my sister look at it is, if we get our 3 fast passes a day for 3 rides, and if I don't ride any other ride that day, I'm happy, because at least I've already done 3 things. I can then just do what I want for the rest of the day. If I want to sit in the hub in Magic Kingdom and just people watch, I can, because I've already done my 3 fast passes for the day. I've already done 3 like rides. I feel satisfied, though I have also been to Disney World a lot, so I'm not someone that has to like rush around to do everything. But if you do have to rush around to do everything, I've hopefully given you tips on how you can get more fast passes and skip those queues, because nobody wants to wait in a queue. Ain't nobody got time for that. I hope these tips help and my strategy and how we do it, and I hope you understand what a fast pass is that allows you to skip the queue. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. I also just want to mention, because these ears are not Disney ears, these ears are from Main Street Ears. You can look them up in case you're interested. Yes, they are the aliens, because they're my favorite Toy Story. These are like my Hollywood Studios Toy Story ears. Just in case you're wondering where that is from, I thought I'd just put that out there. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and please let me know your tips about fast passes below. Share your knowledge with everybody else. Let's all share what we know. I know it's hard, we might not want to share because we don't want everybody else to know how we do it, but sometimes you have to be nice. So please do. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video, whenever that is, sometime in the very near future. Bye guys.